It's a world that can seem intimidating, even harsh at times. But remember, you only live once, so embrace life fully. Do what makes you passionate. Pursue what truly ignites your spirit, and don't let the fear of failure hold you back. There's an old IQ test involving 9 dots. The challenge is to connect all the dots with 5 straight lines without lifting the pencil. The solution? You have to think outside the box. Similarly, in life, don't be afraid to step beyond the boundaries of convention. Dream big. Take risks. And yes, sometimes fail big. But here's a key truth. Dreams without goals are just empty wishes, leading only to disappointment. To make your dreams a reality, you must set clear, actionable goals. Break them down: life goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, even daily goals. Discipline and consistency are the bridges between goals and achievement. You must work at them every single day, because success doesn't come from wishful thinking but from persistent effort. There's a saying, we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. Hard work works. It's what successful people do. But don't mistake busyness for progress. My mother used to say, you can run in place all day and still get nowhere. Movement isn't the same as forward momentum. So always strive to make meaningful progress. And let me remind you, no matter how much wealth you accumulate, you can't take it with you. Even the ancient Egyptians, who were buried with their treasures, only ended up being robbed. What truly matters isn't how much you have, but how you use it. We all have unique talents. Some of you will become doctors, lawyers, scientists, educators, or nurses. But the greatest impact you can make in this world is through helping others. Helping someone else might seem selfless, but in reality, it's one of the most fulfilling and rewarding things you can do. The joy and satisfaction that come from lifting others will far outweigh any material possession or personal accolade. As you lay down to sleep tonight, I encourage you to place your slippers far under the bed. That way, when you wake up in the morning, you'll have to get on your knees to retrieve them. And while you're down there, take a moment to say thank you. Be grateful for grace, for mercy, for wisdom, for love, and for every opportunity you've been given. Say thank you in advance for the blessings yet to come. Gratitude will open doors you can't even imagine. Your true desires, the ones that inspire and drive you, are whispers of your potential. If you work hard and stay committed, you can achieve them. But when you do, don't forget to reach back and lift someone else up. Each one, teach one. Aspire not just to make a living, but to make a difference. Now, let me share a truth about life that's often overlooked. Nothing worthwhile comes without risk. Nelson Mandela once said, "There is no passion to be found in playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living." So many people will tell you to have a fallback plan, something to lean on in case you fail. But I've always believed in falling forward. If I'm going to fall, I'd rather fall forward, because at least that way, I'll see what I'm about to hit. Falling forward is progress. It's learning, it's growth. Consider Reggie Jackson. He struck out 2,600 times in his career, more than anyone else in baseball history. But no one remembers the strikeouts. They remember the home runs. Similarly, Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Each failure brought him one step closer to success. Failure isn't the end, it's a stepping stone. You will fail at some point, it's inevitable. But it's also invaluable. Every failure teaches you something. Early in my acting career, I auditioned for a Broadway musical. It was a role I thought was perfect for me, except for one thing: I couldn't sing. I didn't get the part. But I didn't let that failure define me. I kept auditioning, kept working, kept growing. 30 years later, I performed on Broadway in Fences, on the very stage where I had failed my first audition. The point is, if you don't fail, you're not trying hard enough. To achieve something you've never had, you must do something you've never done. Motivational speaker Les Brown once said, "Imagine you're on your deathbed, surrounded by the ghosts of your unfulfilled potential. The ideas you never acted on, the talents you didn't use. They're angry because only you could have brought them to life. And now, they must die with you. So I ask you, how many ghosts will surround your bed when your time comes?" The world needs you. It needs your energy, your ideas, your talent. Whether it's your time, your prayers, or your skills, give it everything you've got. Life isn't a straight path. It's full of detours and unexpected turns. But it's also full of opportunities for growth, for learning, for making a difference. So don't just live your life. Fall forward. And when you do, get back up stronger than before. Never hold back. Give everything you've got. And remember, when you fall, fall forward. Always forward. Today is not just the beginning of the rest of your life. It's the start of a journey filled with infinite possibilities and unknown challenges. Yes, it can be daunting. The world out there can be unpredictable and demanding, but it's also brimming with opportunities. The truth is, you only live once, and that life is meant to be lived fully, passionately, and purposefully. Don't just settle for mediocrity. Chase what sets your soul on fire. Take risks. Pursue your passions unapologetically. And remember, failure isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. It's a part of growth, a part of life, and a crucial step toward success. Consider this. There was once a famous IQ puzzle where you had to connect 9 dots using just 5 straight lines without lifting your pencil. The only way to solve it was to go beyond the boundaries of the box. The same principle applies to life. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to dream big, to take risks, and yes, even to fail big. But dreaming alone isn't enough. Dreams without goals are just wishes, and wishes can easily lead to disappointment. To turn your dreams into reality, you need clear goals. Life goals. Yearly goals. Monthly goals. Even daily goals. Every step matters. Success doesn't come from wishing for it, it comes from working for it. And to achieve those goals, discipline and consistency are key. Discipline is showing up every day, even when it's hard. Consistency is giving your best effort day after day, even when it feels like progress is slow. It's about committing to the grind, because hard work works. It's easy to confuse busyness with productivity. But remember, movement isn't the same as progress. You can run in place all day and still end up nowhere. So don't just stay busy, make sure you're moving forward. Now, let's talk about what truly matters in life. You can accumulate wealth, buy houses, own cars, and achieve material success. But at the end of the day, none of it will follow you when you're gone. Even the ancient Egyptians, who were buried with their treasures, couldn't take them to the afterlife. What truly matters is not how much you have, but how you use what you have to make a difference in the lives of others. We all have unique talents and abilities. Some of you might become doctors, others lawyers, educators, scientists, or artists. But no matter your path, remember this: the most selfless act is to help someone else. Ironically, helping others is also the most selfish thing you can do, because it brings immense joy and fulfillment. The feeling of lifting someone up, of being a positive force in their life, is unmatched. That's where true success lies, not in what you achieve for yourself, but in what you give to others. Before you go to bed tonight, I want you to do one thing. Put your slippers far under the bed. Why? So that in the morning, when you wake up, you'll have to kneel down to retrieve them. And while you're down there, take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for the blessings in your life. Thank you for grace, for mercy, for wisdom, for health, for love, for opportunities, and for the strength to pursue your goals. And don't just say thank you for what you already have. Thank the universe in advance for the blessings that are on their way. True desire, the deep, burning passion in your heart, is the universe's way of whispering to you about your potential. If you feel drawn to something, don't ignore it. Chase it. Work for it. And when you achieve it, don't stop there. Reach back and help someone else rise. Each one, teach one. That's how we create a legacy that lasts. So don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference. Aspire to leave this world a little better than you found it. Now, let me tell you about risk. Nothing in life that's worth achieving comes without risk. Nelson Mandela once said, There is no passion to be found in playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Too often, people play it safe. They tell you to have a fallback plan, something to lean on in case you fail. But I believe in falling forward. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back into safety or mediocrity. I want to fall forward into opportunity, into growth, into progress. Falling forward means learning from every mistake, every setback, every failure. Think of Reggie Jackson, who struck out 2,600 times in his career, more than anyone else in baseball history. But no one remembers the strikeouts, they remember the home runs. Or Thomas Edison, who failed 1,000 times before finally inventing the light bulb. Each failure brought him closer to success. You will fail at some point in life, it's inevitable. But failure isn't the end of the road, it's a stepping stone on the path to greatness. Imagine this. You're on your deathbed, surrounded by the ghosts of your unfulfilled potential. The ghosts of ideas you never acted on, talents you never used, dreams you never pursued. They look at you with anger and sadness, saying, "We came to you because only you could bring us to life. Now we must die with you. Don't let that happen. Don't leave this world with regrets. Take risks. Seize opportunities. Use every ounce of your potential. And remember, life isn't a straight path. It's full of twists, turns, and detours. But it's also full of beautiful surprises and invaluable lessons. The risks you take, the people you meet, the love you give, the faith you hold, all of these shape your journey. So